This is the Geek Preacher at Paizo Publishing's booth here at GenCon 2009. This is the year they've released their newest role-playing game, the Pathfinder RPG. It's based off of the D20 system and published under the Open Gaming License. And they've come out with their new core rule book, which is pretty darn thick. When we were here the first day of GenCon, I saw them flying off the shelves left and right, people buying 4, 5, 6 copies. And seems to be a great product. I don't know anything about it. I've looked at the beta and the alpha tests online, and both seem to be pretty interesting. So if you do enjoy 3.5 gaming, and that was your favorite style of game, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't like the Pathfinder role-playing game. It has tried to fix some of the bugs in the system, and it is a really high magic game for those of us who like high fantasy, like myself. Now, the other thing about Paizo is one of the things I really recommend are these Planet storybooks. You know, like I said, I don't try and recommend a whole lot of things, but, you know, I love and enjoy reading just like all gamers should. And I have recently been reading the Planet Stories book and catching up on them. I've discovered authors like Lee Brackett, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Her books read like the John Carter of Mars books do, but even better. Even better. And then you can pick up some books by Gary Gygax. I have to admit, I loved his Anubis Murders much better than his Gord the Rogue books. And then they published quite a few. It gives you that good old-fashioned pulp fantasy, pulp sci-fi feel. These books are just really excellent. I mean, it reminds me of the stuff I was reading as a kid that was already out of print when I was growing up. So, Planet Stories books are something published by Paizo. You can actually, if I remember correctly, you can subscribe to it, and they will send them out to you as they're released. Great stuff. They've even got some of Robert E. Howard's work, the Almirith work, which you don't normally see for sale publicly. So, let's see what else they've got in here. Oh, and then their game, Yeti's Bird, which is just kind of hilarious. Considering I live in Tennessee, I think it's funny that they have a Civil War game based on Yetis fighting. How hilarious is that? That's right, Yeti's Bird. Step around here. Oh yeah, and they also carry some of the games like Uber Goober, and not games, I'm sorry, movies. Uber Goober's a great movie, film about gamers. I've watched it. It's really interesting, gives you a little history of the background. And then you have movies like Darkness Rising and The Gamers. These are just really hilarious takes on the gaming industry. But I recommend them to you just for your perusal. Sometimes there are some things in there some families might find objectionable, so probably don't want your kids under 16 watching them, just in case. But like all good things, I would recommend you watch it first, and then if you enjoyed it, share it with your kids.